have something I want to tell you.
You're listening to Black Dot Radio.
Yes?
EP The Menace.
I'm not like other guys.
On Q4.org.
Black Dot Radio live on Q4. That was Thunder Bitch with East Coast East Side Party. Coming up, you guys, Arcade 88 performing live from the Asylum Ballroom right here on Black Dot Radio. 312-985-7834. Ladies and gentlemen, live from the Asylum Ballroom. Without further ado, we've been waiting for these guys for a long time. Are you guys ready? Yeah. All right. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, playing their song Diana. It is Arcade 88. Arcade 88. Sweet. Arcade 88. Oh, there we go. My studio audience is a little slow. Arcade 88, everybody. Give it up. Give it up. We'll be right back, you guys, right here on Black Dot Radio. Stay tuned. We'll be talking with Arcade 88 and a whole lot more. Stay tuned right here on Black Dot Radio.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
What's up, everyone? This is Jordan, the drummer for State of Grace. You're listening to Black Dot Radio on Q4.org. What up, EP?
What up, EP?
Black Dot Radio live on Q4, the only source for activism, music, and arts. The only source for music, madness, and the menace. Good evening, guys. You are listening to Black Dot Radio. We are live from the Asylum Ballroom with Arcade 88. Give it up for them, y'all. Give it up, give it up. It's so good to have you guys in the studio with us tonight. How you guys doing?
Good.
Doing all right? Get right up in there. Get right up in there.
Good. We're cool.
Yeah, we're
there you go. There we go. There you go. Talk right into the tip. All right. Now, how we doing tonight? How we doing? All right. We good? We good?
Yeah,
Okay. We got Cesar. Am I saying it right?
Yes.
Jessica.
Yeah.
and my man Sergio.
Right here.
Right. All right. Sergio's on the drums. Jessica plays the guitar. I don't know why I kept thinking she played the bass, but she plays the guitar, and my man Cesar plays the bass.
Yeah.
Now, how did you guys come together?
I had actually started the band after leaving another one that I was also in with her,
Okay.
and it was with a different group. I had a different drummer, different guitarists at the time, and then me and Jessica, we would just like jam out on the side, and then I decided to just do the band together. Afterward, we kind of just found Sergio.
Yeah, one of their friends wanted me to join his band. And he was like, you know what? I got a friend looking for a drummer. So the drummer's gonna leave. I'm like, oh well, I'll go check him out. And I kind of like one of the songs we play now called what was that song called? Was it Coffee? Or was it Coffee? Yeah, Coffee. I like that song. And from there, I'm like, yeah, I'll try out. And I guess they like me because I'm still here.
Yeah, we had a few shows together.
There wasn't any other drummers, so.
Oh, really? So he's just kind of the drummer by default, right? Oh, damn. That's all right. Well, you're doing pretty good, man. You guys sound pretty good, though. So how long have you guys been, cohesive with this unit right now?
Like
4 years.
4 years now. Yeah.
Really?
4 years. Yeah.
Really? That's what's up, man. So how do you like playing the bass? You. Yeah, no, you.
How do you
definitely.
How do you like playing my bass?
Right, playing his bass, right.
I'm not the most experienced bassist
No.
around, but I do what I can. It's pretty fun. I mostly like singing more than bass playing.
We kind of learned our instruments the wrong way. Like, we never really, learned appropriately.
What is the right
that's
way?
the right way, actually.
Right,
Yeah.
I want to know what's the right way, because I didn't learn that way
Like,
either.
like knowing, like, notes and
Don't take
chords
music
and-
theory and that kind of stuff. You did it the
Yeah.
right way.
Yeah.
Well, you learn just like everybody else did. You just kind of learn by,
Yeah. We
just
were
kind of
like,
by doing.
this sounds cool, so let's just do this over and over again.
Right, you kind of just fall into music. I see, right?
Well,
Yeah.
that's kind of them. I kind of actually went to like an actual
his
school of
soul-
music.
Then there's
but
one.
What
I
I was
mean-
more is that
everything else was just kind of came to me. But no, I have more experience in musically, theory, if you want to call
man.
he's
it.
actually taking classes for that.
Yeah.
He's the smart one. He's the smart
The
one.
drummers don't know how to
smart.
read any music, so
Right. So you the one that makes try to when they come up with a crazy idea, you the one to shape it.
yeah, we all kind of shape it together. So
Yeah.
we all put our part.
All right. So who comes up with the most crazy ideas?
Well, me and my wife actually come up with more of the music style,
Oh, really?
and then we'll have him fill in the rest of it with the drums, and then we'll kind of change it up to work along with his drums, and then we usually have a song rolling in there somewhere.
Awesome.
That's what's up. Now, what kind of response do you guys get when you guys play out?
It's always kind of surprising. Like, we'll get people that are like, "Oh, I've never heard this kind of music before. Like, it sounds kind of odd." And I think that's cool because a lot of music sounds the same. So what we kind of try to do is make something that we've never heard before.
That's what I was thinking about this the other day about how so many groups, how music is so what I call wearing the uniform. Everybody's doing those few things that they have to do in order to be whatever. I was listening to a lot of radio stations and I hear them. And I'm like, every band sounds like they're wearing the uniform. They got the growl, they got the heaviness, they got this, they got that. And I'm like, all right, okay. So
Well,
where's
one thing that we try to really incorporate with our music is that we just try to do whatever we're actually comfortable with. Like we try our best not to follow a crowd or a group or anything
Definitely,
like that.
right? You have to go against the grain.
Yeah. So.
It kind of helps that we have different influences too. Like, we listen to like the Doors, or then there's the Strokes. Like, it's just like all over the place. So we have so many influences that it kind of makes our music sound odd. It's eccentric to me.
Well, you actually answered the question I was about to ask, because I was going to say most bands, they're a combination of their influences, and I was going to ask you guys, like, what kind of influences do you have as far as, like, is it different musical genres, or is it just like a different artists in the same genre? Like, where does the inspiration come from?
It's honestly all over the place because we listen to, like, we grew up listening to 80s music, like me and my husband,
Nice.
Caesar. Like, we would listen to Depeche Mode, and then I
Nice.
got older and I discovered Led Zeppelin, and then I started listening to like odd indie music, like lo-fi stuff, like Mac DeMarco, like it's just everywhere.
Nice,
you know?
nice.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking about this earlier about how the younger generation they get influence off of the last 20
Trend,
years.
yeah.
No, I'm just saying off the last 20 years of stuff that we've been listening to that's out here in the ether.
Yeah.
Before it was everything 20 and 30 years before all of that,
I don't even think it goes back that far now.
Well, I'm just saying, like these groups now, like these guys, they're influenced
I
by
got
the
you.
80s. You know what I'm saying? I
Gotcha,
mean, we
yeah.
lived in the 80s.
No doubt.
So it's different.
Yeah, I
you know what I'm saying?
I know. Right,
we
right.
were living through it at the time.
I
Not
know.
trying to age myself. I'm only 25. I'm only 25. It's kind of weird how I made it through the 80s, but
27, man.
right. But anyway, so it's kind of sometimes I have to adjust. Like, wow, you're into this band? They only
That's
been
true.
around,
That's true.
So it's like, so if things change a little bit,
I mean,
but-
our parents had a big influence on us because they're the ones that showed us New Order, Depeche Mode, Erasure, Joy Division.
That's good stuff, though.
Very
That's-
much so, yeah.
Is that the kind of stuff? I mean, I guess that was in the house when you guys were were little.
So
and
that's what we gravitate to.
not necessarily the pop music of the time.
I
I listen to
the
a
radio.
lot. Actually, the opposite they do. I
Yeah.
listen to.
Really?
I listen to everything else, but I mean, I listen to what they listen to as well. But I listen to rap, hip hop. I like listening to the whack rap they've been playing today too. It's just
the whack rap.
it's like
That's a
it
new one.
might be nonsense, but you get they turn up and all that.
I mean, okay. That's your generations or whatever. I mean, like I say, it's this generation's whatever movement, however, whatever you want to call
what we
it.
see now as old school, what it's now they're gonna see in the future the same way. So I mean,
Exactly.
it's
They're like, oh, they're using words again. Oh, who wants that?
They'll come back around.
Yeah,
Nowadays, a lot of music artists are kind of going back to the whole '80s kind of sounding.
You think so?
Some bands, a couple, but there's
little bit,
always
not a lot.
there's always that one band that will always try to bring something back. So
True.
sooner or later, everything
True.
will come back around into circle.
But right now, you listen to alternative radio. It sounds all Mumford and Sons. Hey,
No, Mumford and Sons
Hey.
is a little more folksy.
Oh, I
Right.
hate that.
that's what I mean. It's like everything is folky, kind of, low, limp.
I would just play that in
whatever.
high school to get girls.
Is that what it's all about?
No.
When I was in my high
told you,
school,
I
they
like
liked
this guy a
I
lot.
don't know. The girls
My
like
favorite
that
guy
kind of
right here.
stuff.
It's just
Do
a
people
drummer
even like to
thing.
rock out like that anymore? Do the kids to rock out?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the scene. I think there are different cliques that hang out, and there are house parties that play rap music, and then we go to rock shows where they play punk music or metal music. It's all over the place. It depends on what part of the city you're.
Yeah, mainly around our community, there's a band on every corner. So
honestly,
we really had to try a lot to kind of stick out.
Honestly, back in the day, when during high school, we were 21, 22. When I was in high school sophomore, there was a lot more bands.
Yeah, they're-
Really?
Yeah, I was in a band when I was in high school. It was like a metalcore band, I guess. But
Metalcore, okay, all right.
which is it's not the best music, but it's fun to play. There's always people that like different kinds of things, which that's why I try to kind of be open-minded with different kinds of music, because you always get influences and all that
Definitely,
different styles. But nowadays, there's not a lot of bands around anymore.
No,
That,
you don't think so?
I don't think so. Not as
I
much
think
as they
there's
used to
bands, but they're not. I mean, they're kind
Not
of
as much
doing the
as
same
high
thing,
school
really.
bands.
Yeah.
You talking about garage bands, what
be.
we would call garage
yeah,
bands.
garage bands. Yeah, there's not
Okay.
a lot of those anymore, which I
No?
kind of miss.
Not really. I mean,
used
they
to go
come.
to-
They come, but they go
Yeah.
quickly.
I used to
they
go
kinda
to
just
shows every
Really?
weekend and
Yeah.
house shows and all that, and now I haven't been to a house show in over a year.
Why do you think that is? You think that people don't want to put the work in?
I don't know. I guess just I honestly don't have an answer for that, because we all have our own different perspectives on
Yeah,
True,
yeah.
true, true,
So
true.
it could be different things.
I don't know, because it is a lot of work, man.
There's
it's-
a lot of reasons, for people not doing things. Maybe it's inspiration. Maybe it's because the cops trying to stop you.
True, true,
Yeah.
true. I don't
A
know.
lot of cops have raided some punk shows that we've gone to lately. So, but personally for me, I feel like the only reason we haven't really heard any more music coming out, especially around my community, is most of the people that have done bands, have done music around our time when we used to go to a lot of shows. Have continued to do it until they've just stopped, and there's not really any younger crowd trying to relive that moment or anything.
Really?
anymore. Yeah, so I mean that's how I feel. Like I haven't really heard anything new around.
I think it has a lot to do with support too, though, because bands don't really grow in communities when people expect them to play for free. Like, honestly, if you're trying to make this into a career, you do need to make some kind of living off of it. And sometimes people, they'll be like, I like your band, but they won't actually support you.
Right.
And that's
Right.
why
You can't get money if you don't put money.
But
I
you
think
know
a lot
what?
of the older bands quit because of that.
But yeah, you're right. But at the same time, we're living in a society now where everybody's giving everything away for free.
That's true.
So people don't want to pay just $5-10 to come to a show to support a band.
Yeah, that's
you know, it's still like that. But when whatever the pop princess is of the day, Beyonce comes to town, you'll save up 3 months to get a $300 ticket.
Yeah.
But you won't spend, $5, $10 to go to a local show and support local artists.
It's honestly so aggravating because I know a lot of people that go to shows and they'll like pay a lot of money to go see Black Sabbath or Megadeth or something, and then a local band in their neighborhood plays and hardly anyone shows up.
Right, I don't want to go.
Like,
It's always been that way.
They started
always
like
been
we
that
had
way.
a couple
But
of
you
shows
know-
at House of Blues, and like usually people just show up, look at their band they want to see, and then just leave.
And then
which-
leave,
Oh my God,
right?
that
Yeah.
alone is
And
so
that's the
stressful doing
problem.
House of Blues shows. Like, they have like you got to sell like $100 ticket minimum to like every single person. Each ticket's like $10, but it's really hard to get a crowd going, especially because most of these bands that want to play at the House of Blues, they're expecting to get paid too. So,
Well, that's the thing, I mean, people can get paid if they bring people. I always say you got to have asses in the seats, and if you expect to get paid,
Yeah.
It's like, I feel that one of the biggest reasons why a lot of bands don't succeed is because they usually have the same crowd around them. Like for example, like the House of Blues thing.
Oh yeah.
Like like sure we could sell 100 tickets and maybe not all the 100 people will come,
Yeah.
but regardless, like those 100 people that do come are just gonna see us, and then
And then they're gonna leave,
they just
right.
leave.
Yeah.
Right.
So
But,
they're never gonna get more, listen to other people, and
There's no growth.
give them a chance
Right.
if they don't, because they did just get there, see what they want, and just leave.
But do you think that the newer crowd is a little attention deficit? Kind of can't sit still,
I
don't
feel
want to
like
sit.
that. I do. I feel like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like I don't know if this is just me, but before I used to be able to play video games, and nowadays like I can't sit down because I'm like all over the place.
Busy,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, that too. But yeah, I
think-
feel like everybody's a little all over the place nowadays. I don't know if it's just because I'm getting older, but yeah.
Tell me about it. Right?
But I mean,
She's 20.
before,
How old
when
are
you're
you
a
guys?
teenager, it's
oh,
different.
we're both 21, but we're also married and we have a daughter. So
Yeah.
Wow, you guys are
I'm
are
22,
living.
not married, no girlfriend.
We have
You guys hear that?
a newborn.
Our man Sergio is single and ready to mingle. So give us a call, 312-985-7834.
Give him a couple of oh my gods for that.
That's
man.
right. He's a handsome, strapping man. He's here and he wants to, hook up for the summer. But anyway, what was I going with this? Oh yeah, we're talking about the loss of attention with these artists or these groups. I mean, these kids that's coming to these shows now. Yeah. They don't want to stick around and find out something new unless it's on Facebook or whatever. What's
they don't
going
want
on?
to look at it unless it's already big, unless it's already a big deal. Like they're like, if it wasn't a big deal, then then it probably isn't already. But that's not the way things work. You got to make it a big deal.
That's right. That's problematic, especially when we're moving really into a real independent music culture right now. Everybody wants to do their own thing, and nothing they can't. If you don't start making something big, you're gonna have a lot of Macklemore on your hand.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we have to get people to support. I mean, it used to be easy I won't say easy, but to start a movement. There was a lot of kids that wanted to get out and go see music, and it just seemed like it's like that.
You know what? I think it has a lot to do with the internet age too, because a lot of people are doing their movements like online.
Yep.
We're not doing it for real. We're not getting physical and going out there and actually talking to people. We have a problem with that too, because we're kind of antisocial. So when it comes to like communicating with other bands, and fans, like we're terrible at it, and it kind of affects us. I feel we just need to be more out there.
I think that's a problem with a lot of young people now, that they can't really relate and talk face to face, one on one,
because of the texting and all of that type of stuff.
Yeah. Technology is gone away with the conversation, so to speak, with young folks. And do you have a lot of problems with that? I mean, you guys talk to each other, but
Yeah, we do have problems with that. I get anxiety going out. I have anxiety now.
Really?
Really?
But yeah.
Hers is a little bit more severe than mine, but she will not go out to a public place like whatsoever to talk to somebody. Whereas me, like I'm more comfortable doing that because I haven't really like connected myself with technology that much when I was at a young age. So I was more interactive with people when I was younger than I was.
Technology.
Yeah.
Really?
I still don't even know how to work a computer or anything like that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not a bad thing, though.
So Jessica, you're more computer savvy with all the tech and
Yeah,
the apps.
I kind of run our band page and stuff.
Okay.
Looking for events. Caesar is more social when it comes to like reality. Actually being at the event.
Okay.
But yeah.
You got to be able to balance the two,
Yeah.
I mean,
it helps. He kind of puts me out there. Like, he makes me go places.
Do you guys have like merch and T-shirts and stuff like that? Are you gonna do those kind of things? Nice.
I'm still waiting on my shirt.
Yeah, we're very terrible at this right now, but we're actually selling shirts on our band page.
Yeah.
Like 3 different types.
Oh, really? Is it what's on the shirts?
There's 2 with arcade games.
Yeah,
It has
like,
88.
yeah.
One comes in white and the other one's in black. So they're basically the same design, just one's black shirt with white design.
Okay. Is it got the same like washing machine thing on it? Is
Yeah.
that the thing? Is that y'all like the logo? Is that the logo?
It's an arcade machine. Like
That's what that is. Why do I keep thinking it's a washing machine? Right? I don't know why.
Hence the name arcade.
Right.
I was just about to say, it's like
Don't mind me. I'm just stupid. Okay, just don't mind me.
washing
Okay.
machine,
I
88.
like it. I actually kind of dig it though. But we're gonna take a break. When we come back, you guys gonna play another song for us?
Sure.
Yeah.
What you gonna play?
It's a song called Unlucky Lovers.
Ooh, sounds like my life. All right, we'll be right back here on right here on Black Dot Radio. Y'all stay tuned right here. Black Dot Radio live on Q4, the only source for activism, music, and arts. AM 1680 Q4.org. Live from the Asylum Ballroom, ladies and gentlemen. I give you Arcade 88 with Unlucky Lovers.
I've got to tell you something. Love is everything. I've got to tell you the truth. I've had my doubts too.
Unlucky Lovers. Arcade 88 right here on Black Dot Radio. Awesome. We will be right back with more with Arcade 88 right here on Black Dot Radio live from the Asylum Ballroom. Y'all stay tuned.
What's up, EP? This is Jazz, and you're listening to Black Dot Radio on Q4.org.
Black Dot Radio.
Have you forgotten that once we were brought here, we were robbed of our names, robbed of our language. We lost our religion, our culture, our God. And many of us, by the way we act, we even lost our mind.
The next evolution in radio, Black Dot Radio on Q4.org.
EP the Radio Menace.
I always tell the truth, even when I lie.
EP the Radio Menace.
Still worthy of being a bad man. Bad man. Bad man. Bad man.
Black Dot Radio live on Q4, the only source for activism, music, and art. AM 1680Q4.org. I'm your host, EP the Radio Menace. We are live back in the studio with Arcade 88. Give it up for yourselves. On this 4th of July Eve, we are hanging out in the studio. They're playing some songs for us. They just got finished playing the song Unlucky Lovers. Boy, oh boy, do I know about that. Now tell me a little bit about that song right there. Tell me. How'd that song come about?
Me and my wife kind of just wrote it. Like, we were looking for a new material to write, and we were kind of inspired by like reggae music a little bit.
Okay.
And you know, like the main theme with reggae music is usually about love and stuff. So we kind of just based it off that, and then that kind of just sparked up.
Let's be honest. Now, the people that you know, whose relationship are you talking about? What group of friends are you referring to?
Why should they talk about anybody else's relationship?
Nobody
right?
specifically.
There's something behind it, man. I'm just trying to get to the truth, you know?
What's it like being in a marriage with a kid and working in this band?
You want to answer that one?
It's a little stressful because you gotta kind of like figure out when you can practice and when you can do this. Like recently we tried to write a new song and she kept crying and it was just like, okay, we gotta rock her and then we gotta pick up our instruments and then we gotta feed her and then we gotta pick up our instruments. It's a
that's
it gets
dedication.
frustrating over time, but it's mostly time management. We just try to figure out a way how to make it. So.
It's not too bad because they have, a kid and they're married, and I have a lot of other things going on myself, so it's kind of like we're all just busy, and so whenever we do find the time, we get a lot done. So it's not really, we don't really, we don't really complain about time wise.
Have you guys nailed down like a regular practice schedule?
Not really. It's mostly random. Whenever we find time to do it, we'll do it, but.
Right. Yeah. But with having a kid and being married, do you? What the weird thing is that you guys are married to each other, so you don't always have to fight for quality time, right? With the band.
Oh no.
No, not really. But I kind of. I kind of got to get him to to play his bass sometimes, because sometimes he just doesn't want to, and I'm just kind of like, come on, man, we gotta make something.
Caesar tends to be the one that messes up the most.
Yeah.
So who makes the schedule? Who decides when we're gonna play? It's got to be Jessica, right? She's the boss.
No, I don't want to say that. No, we kind of just we haven't practiced in a while, so we'll be like, all right, let's hit up Sergio, or Sergio will remind us, hey, are we practicing or what?
It's like, let's get on it. You're still alive.
Yeah. Sometimes we go off the grid for a while.
Yeah, it's kind of just remind each other it should be time that we practice. Especially if we actually have a show coming up, we'll try to practice more frequently than we usually do. We'll try to do it 3 times.
Right now we have a lot of shows coming up, so there's a lot of practice time.
Yeah.
The next show is Should we promote it?
Yeah, absolutely. Promote the heck out of it.
Yeah, our next show we have is this Sunday at Q Bar. What time is it going to be? Like at 6?
It's gonna. Well, there's like a couple bands playing, but it starts at 4 and it ends at like 8 or 9 or something.
Yeah,
it's an early show.
Q Bar.
Yeah,
Where's
it's
the
pretty
Q Bar located? In Alsip?
In Darien, Illinois.
Darien.
Yeah.
There we go.
Darien?
Yeah.
Is it Darien?
Yeah.
Where the hell is Darien at?
It's in Illinois.
Oh, yeah.
Somewhere.
Yeah, I've been around there before. Nice.
Yeah.
So, how was the weekend on the 4th of July? You guys do a whole lot of 4th of July type stuff?
Well, fireworks.
You could burn something, right?
Yeah,
I don't really do it. My brother does more 4th of July stuff than I do, actually. Like, he'll make it a whole day just to go to Indiana just to buy, like, a crap load of fireworks.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't really... if I have time for it, I'll usually just join them and celebrate it, but...
I thought about doing, like, fireworks, but I kept hearing too many explosions by the crib. I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that.
You don't want to add to that?
No, hell no, I don't want to add to that. My dog was nervous and everything,
we live around a little village, so we gotta play that game. Is it a gunshot or is it a fireworks?
Exactly. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to play that game. That's not a game I want to play right now. I don't think so. So I think I'm gonna shy away from that. But I do want to barbecue. Yeah. But like I was telling Jay earlier, right? Man. I don't eat meat, so I got to think of new ways to make grilling exciting for me.
Oh, that's interesting.
You guys
just think of ways not to do it?
Right.
That'll work out better for you.
So I'm trying to think of some unconventional things to throw on the grill.
I ask that because I love meat.
Yeah.
There's not.
Say,
one
I
day
eat meat. I'm a man.
There's not one day I don't eat a burger. That's
really.
Yeah, I usually tend to eat at least.
I used to know a dude that all he ate was hamburgers. That was it. He didn't eat anything else but hamburgers.
Dude, I ate other stuff, man.
That's very unhealthy.
So what about you guys? What is your favorite cookout type stuff?
We usually eat like arrachera on the grill.
Carnitas, or I'll just go to like typical like hamburgers, hot dogs.
Yeah, hamburgers, hot dogs.
The typical happy eating stuff when you're
But let me ask the question though. What does it mean to you? Is it more about patriotism or eating? Because for me, it's just about eating.
It's mostly about eating.
Yeah, we don't care what it is. We're just grilling.
Because there's no. There's a different level of freedom these days, and we're not talking about that same type of freedom. So it's about eating,
no doubt,
and blowing stuff up.
The freedom to eat, the freedom to eat and blow stuff up.
Right,
I'm with it.
I feel like the best way to control the people is to give them, opportunity to have fun, that's what I feel like most holidays actually mean. That's kind of just like to have fun with your family and all that.
And they messed it up, man. They messed it up in Chicago because they had the taste that used to be before the 4th of July and would end on the taste. Mm-hmm. Now it doesn't start until afterwards because knuckleheads and violence and things like that.
Oh.
I've never been to the taste. Is that wrong? To be here as long as I've been?
Neither have we.
Really?
We haven't either.
No?
I haven't.
I've been to the taste a whole bunch of
I've never
times.
been there. I wish.
You've never been?
I've never been there.
Oh, you should go.
Oh
you should
God,
go. I think
amazing.
if you live in Chicago, you should go at least once.
Honestly, I know a lot of people that they're like, oh yeah, I moved here from wherever, and I've been here, I've been there. I'm like, bro, I've been here my whole life. Like, where the hell is that?
Right. But yeah, it's cool. It's not a very good representation of all the food that's in Chicago, but it's a little bit. It's a little taste. Pardon the pun. Pardon the pun. But I guess that's the idea. But it's nowhere near how it used to be. It used to be off the chain. It was ridiculously big. But they had to make it small because of all the shenanigans that's going on in the city, man. Somebody's always getting shot and some kind of craziness going on. So
yeah, it didn't really sound like fun to me. So I thought I'd leave that alone.
Yeah. I won't. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I don't know. I might go. Just because.
I mean, it sounds cool. Like I would want to go. It's just I feel like it's kind of pricey to eat a meal over there, and also like there's so many people. It's so aggravating.
But the thing is,
I love downtown, but I hate it too because there's so many tourists. It's just
you're right. It is a sea of people down there, and if it's hot.
Especially if you're like somebody like my wife.
Then again, I'm antisocial.
Yeah. You can't see. You gotta look at everybody.
Delivery.
Honestly,
poor girl.
It always comes down to the money because I remember when I was a freshman in high school, 6 years ago, around
way
there.
back when.
I know, right?
And I went to the Vans Warped Tour over there in Tinley Park, and it was $35. And like now, I try to go to like one of those concerts, just like $50, and the price just keeps on going up. The closer you get,
it's
like,
good.
That's
Because you're giving away
it's
music.
insane. Like people just
$50 is okay.
yo man,
Yeah.
you know how it is now.
Yeah. That's expensive.
That's pretty cheap.
No, but back in the
Festivals?
day, it used to be like
No, yeah, they used to be cheaper.
$30.
Yeah.
You know, for
But
like
that's-
3 days and all that. But
yeah.
now it's like 50, 100,
Oh, what was it Pitchfork? Pitchfork is like 148 or something like that dollars a day or something like that. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I'm like, man, I don't even know.
Air right now at Toyota Park, and that's like $100 and something a day.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It's like, man, I don't have that kind of
I
money.
went to Spring Awakening 4 years ago, and it was like $100 for just the one day.
Yeah, man.
And
See,
then
I'm a
Lala's
music
like
fan on a
400
budget.
now.
Yeah, I'm a music fan on a budget, man. I can't do it. So I'm trying to throw I'm trying to throw parties where you can have 2 or 3 bands with, $10, $15, and still can't get people to come out. So I don't
like
know,
to listen
man.
to like kind of more underground kind of bands, because whenever they do come here, they come small venues, and tickets don't usually go up to no more
like
than
$20.
$50.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are there a lot of underground bands right here in Chicago that you're digging on right now?
Not anymore for me.
I haven't heard any. There's been some underground kind of artists that have came to Chicago that we've experienced, like freaking one of the Peter Hook. When we went to go see them, it was pretty like not a lot of people.
It wasn't. It's not very underground, I would say, because he was from Joy Division. I mean, it's just nobody really showed up because it's not the whole band. It's just the one member from the band playing music. You know what I mean?
It was so awesome though.
I was gonna go solo, but I said I wasn't gonna do it because I didn't want to be the one dude from the band and nobody shows up. You know what I mean? He's going solo. I'm just out there playing my bass, like, yeah, man, check me out. But no. So nobody from Chicago. You're not really digging on any of the local bands around here right now?
We're friends with one local band that's like we've been like kind of competing with. They're called Vitamin Brainwash. It's
we're not competing with them. They're just friends of ours.
We're just better.
I like to think of it as a competition.
Healthy competition is what it is. Yeah.
Sergio, my man, he's like, we're just better. Competition. You know what I mean?
We actually, with Vitamin Brainwash, me and Jess have actually been in a band with them.
Oh, really?
A long time ago. It was like in high school, but we had like a super crappy name.
Don't mention it.
Right.
I love
crappier than Vitamin Brainwash.
Vitamin Brainwash. I like that. That's good. I love what I call band name B-sides. So what was some band name B-sides?
We have a couple of those.
Yeah. What's it? Physical
Honestly, our
urine.
name was probably our last name was worse than.
We were originally called The Choice, and I thought it sounded
The
too
Choice.
dramatic.
Oh, okay, that's where that came from. I'm like, is this the same band?
No,
I was like, it's The Choice. Is it
I
the
thought
same
it sounded
thing?
too dramatic or something. And then some movie came out, like kind of like The Notebook, called The Choice or something.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I wouldn't say it was bad. It just sounded real 90s. You know what I mean?
Oh, did
No,
it?
that was kind of the point when I named the band. Like,
Oh, really? Did it work? It
afterward,
worked.
I regretted it. Like,
It was when Caesar left our original band and he was going solo, and then he called it The Choice,
The
and it was all
Choice.
dramatic.
She came to my band, so it was working out.
True.
You know?
Oh, wait. That sounds a little LeBronish, right? You know what I'm saying? I left the band. I just made the choice to go to
Oh,
somebody else.
yeah.
I'm taking my
talents to another band.
I'm taking
man.
my talents
Okay.
to The Choice.
But
right?
I want to ask Caesar, like, what did you do to break up your previous bands?
A lot of us had different music influences. Like, we weren't really connecting making music. We were doing mostly covers than we were actually making originals.
Huh.
And whereas me, I hated doing covers and I just wanted to make original
I
music.
totally
so
agree with you on that.
It was really hard to connect with my old bandmates who are now Vitamin Brainwash. They're more like of a hard rock kind of thing.
Okay.
They're
Vitamin
interesting though.
Brainwash.
They're pretty. Like, I think that they're good together because they're really bringing back like old school rock, and I feel like there's not a lot of that anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you mean, like old school rock?
Like they're more heavily influenced by like Black Sabbath.
Yeah, Black Sabbath and some punk bands. Like, I don't really know who they're influenced by actually, but it sounds original. It's not something that I usually hear. It's very old school, like very bluesy.
Nice.
All right, I dig that kind of stuff. I'm a groove metal type of guy, as Jay can understand as
I guess that's
well.
what you can call it, right?
Yeah.
Groove metal.
Groove metal.
Yeah.
All right, that's what's up there. I like that kind of stuff and
That makes sense.
stoner rock, whatever you want to call
Yeah,
it.
definitely
you know.
that.
Stoner rock. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's a genre everybody can seem to follow with. So I mean, you guys are into that kind of stuff. Now, what's next for you guys? You guys want to try to hop on the road, maybe go someplace, or what?
If the opportunity presents itself, I would like to, but it just depends. It depends what happens. Whatever happens.
Yeah, like mainly we are actually looking for like a future with this, and I would like to go on tour sometime.
Why not?
What's next for us really is recording the next album. Like all the songs that we played today are all songs that are going on our second album.
Okay, what's the name of the album? When is it coming out?
Oh, you named it.
Well, okay, I guess. Well, we were kind of thinking of calling it Whatever Gets You Through the Night, because I was watching a Frank Sinatra like documentary, and then supposedly he used to say that, and I thought we're fans of Frank Sinatra, and I thought that'd be kind of cool.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool to see a band today being fans of Frank Sinatra. What makes you like Frank Sinatra so much?
The music mostly is just so calming. Like
really?
Yeah, like his. I can't really describe it, but my daughter freaking loves it. Like
really,
she'll be having a tantrum and then we'll just play and she'll be completely quiet just listening to that. So
wow.
Again, another example of what kind of influences us as a band, like improving our music wise. Like, you can't really identify it as a specific kind of thing because we kind of incorporate everything into our music, such as like Frank Sinatra or like Mac DeMarco or other stuff like that.
Just everywhere.
And you guys only been doing this as a band for 3 years?
Yeah, 3-4 years. Yeah.
Well, they've been together longer.
Yeah, we've been together for a while, but
I've been with them for like 3-4 years.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys were a band for a while, then you guys got married. How did all of that? How did the timeline go?
It's kind of okay.
Hey, the music's not the only thing he took from the old band, right?
Well, we were in a band together before, like before we finally decided. Like, well, I decided because he always had a crush on me throughout high school
since freshman year,
and then I finally was like, okay, why not I do this? Like,
yeah, she finally gave me a shot. So
I was always going out with guys that were not
Ooh, that's so cute.
You're the first guy that got out of the friend zone that I know.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
She gave me a shot and then I got her pregnant. So.
Like, you're not going anywhere.
Oh my god.
Man, you did the best with that shot you could possibly do right there. So congratulations. And you made it legal, man. You married her, so
honestly, they always, like, since I started with the band with them, they always they always tell me they're best friends in high school, and they seem like a good, I guess team, if that's what you want to call it. So I kind of always saw this coming together at some point.
Most people did.
Everybody did.
Like,
except
I didn't expect it to go as far as pregnancy and marriage and all that. Like, just like I remember one day I come in practice and then
Jessica's different.
Jessica, no. Like Jessica's just like, oh yeah, I think she just kind of brought it up like, oh, and I'm like, I'm pregnant. And I'm like, no, wait, you're pregnant?
What?
She's like, yeah, did I not tell you before?
How did this happen?
No. Like, what?
He was actually pissed off about it at first. He's like, oh, the band's gonna break up and we're gonna be
that's what I thought, because once you have a kid and you get married, that's basically game over.
Yeah,
You
I
think
mean,
so?
things change, but again, it comes down to time management.
You have so much more responsibilities, and just other things just kind of slowly fade away. But as of now, this band's still going strong. And
I mean, it's quite a thing to say that the baby's only a year old and you guys are still able to do stuff like this,
Well, we get a lot of help from our family. Like, they're very supportive of what we do. So when we we need to practice or something, they're always like, okay, we'll babysit. Like, it's awesome. Like, they're very supportive.
That's great.
Oh my god, yeah.
They
My mom has helped
didn't
me out, like,
give
so
you-
many times
Yeah.
for that stuff.
They didn't give you any flack for wanting to be in a
Not
rock
at all.
band.
They love her, so they're just like, all right, give us her.
We'll take her.
Like,
We'll
okay.
take her. Right, we'll take her. No
Like,
problem.
cool.
We got a gig somewhere.
Yeah.
So we'll take her. No problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, that's awesome, man.
Let me
That-
ask you guys this though: being a married couple and in a band of any kind, how do you deal with the how can I put it, overzealous fans? Like,
Oh, like he just brought it up right now. I didn't even notice.
There was a couple of girls that one of the shows we played. I mean, they didn't say it, out loud. They said it on Facebook, and they're like, "Oh my God, the singer's voice is so amazing." And I'm like, "Well, they better know that he's with Jessica."
Right. She's got that guitar.
Jessica might be antisocial,
Right.
but mess with her man, and
that's what I was going to ask her. Did they press charges or no?
not yet.
No, I'm not crazy or anything. Honestly, I trust him. Like, I trust him. I don't need to get crazy with him.
Plus, he's in eye shot. You know what I mean? He's right there. He can't get away.
if you look at Caesar and then you look at Jessica, I mean, he's not gonna get any better.
Right. Hey, but here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. What are you gonna do when the girls start coming after her?
That's not happening.
Like, hey, Jessica, you're so great. You're so awesome. You know what I mean?
You'd be okay with that.
Just go walk away.
Right. They just love her and all over her and everything, and they take her away and they buy her drinks and stuff. This is a girl's doing this, though, you know?
No, I'm fine with that. That's cool.
But then they just toss you to the side, like, oh, yeah, whatever.
I'll just be right next to them, just watching.
I feel like Caesar's that kind of guy that if they just come, exactly. If they come up to Jessica, oh, you want a drink?
I'll be like, hey,
we'll be like, hey, yo, ask for another one.
And see, there are couples, so Serge, that puts all the pressure on you, man.
Yeah, you get the overflow.
I mean,
it's a hard job, but you deal with it. I understand.
Honestly, like in high school, it was so much easier, with the girls. Basically all the girls there. I feel like nowadays most girls be looking for a guy with that's basically a house and.
You say what?
Like I feel like every girl now, like right straight out of high school, I feel like all girls just kind of want a guy that has a house. And it's ready to just settle down and all that.
Really?
I don't have all that, obviously.
No, who does coming right out of high school?
Because I mean, high school was so much easier. I dated a couple, not a couple. I did quite a few girls, but nowadays I go out, like bars and clubs, and I understand it. Girls don't want to, they're there to have fun with their chick friends and all that.
Right.
But, whenever you try to go ask them and dance, they're like, oh, no, get away from me.
Yeah, it's hard breaking it. It's
hard
breaking
it. Get used to it.
Maybe that's just you, Sergio.
No, trust me. It's not just me. But
that's crazy. Yeah, but that's what it is.
Girls have their type. And like I've been told in when I was in high school, a lot of girls told me, honestly, I just dated you because you were an a-hole. I'm like, oh, well,
really?
I guess I should just start being that again.
You
are a certified asshole.
I don't know, but welcome to the adult world. You never know what woman's gonna like. They might like one thing, and the next one's gonna like the complete opposite.
Girls are bipolar. I mean, just take it
Very
from me.
much.
Like, I went from like different kinds of guys.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think the general consensus is yes.
Honesty, yes.
we are bipolar. We decide what we want. Like, we decide what kind of clothes we want to wear. We're just kind of like, oh, bad boys are cool, and then we're like, oh, but we want someone romantic or whatever, blah blah blah. We're all over the place. So
Yeah, you're right about that. You never know what a woman's gonna want from one second to the next. So I don't know. But
I'm hoping to figure it out one day.
One day soon we'll figure it out. But I don't know. But you guys gonna play some more for us? Gonna play these two more for us?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. Before you go, just real quick, let us know where we can find your music.
We have
and
Facebook,
the EP, and let us know about the EP.
And then we also have a website called Bandcamp.
It's arcade88.bandcamp.com.
Awesome.
You'll see our first album there. It's called The Door. So
The Door, right?
Yeah.
Listen
I like
to
that.
it. Are you allowed to like buy it and all that?
No, it's free.
Well, it's free, but you
we
can
accept
make a donation
donations,
if you want.
Yeah, the more
Make a
you help
donation
us,
to Arcade 88. These
the
kids
more
want to play.
we make more music and and all
Right.
that.
And you guys are working on new stuff right now as we speak.
we're actually writing a second album right now.
Well, we're gonna play a new song that we just recently wrote as well today.
Okay.
So we get a debut.
A debut? Another debut?
Yeah, we just made it yesterday.
We literally just made it yesterday.
So hopefully it
What?
comes out good.
Oh, this is a real debut. What's the name of it?
It's called Soulless Frames.
Soulless Frames. Y'all hear that? Coming up next, right here on Black Dot Radio. So stay tuned. We'll be back with more with Arcade 88 right here on Black Dot Radio. Stay tuned. Black Dot Radio live on Q4, the only source for activism, music, and arts. AM 1680 Q4.org. Without further ado, live from the Asylum Ballroom, Arcade 88 with their song Poster Boy.
Do you see me getting closer? Or to you I'm just a poster? It's like you turned around and shot my face. Or to you I'm such a big disgrace. Listen up, this won't take long. I've been waiting to tell you something for so long. There's an urgent matter at stake, and I promise promise that there's no mistake. Please don't get on that plane, girl. Please don't get on that plane. Please don't get on that plane, girl. Please don't get on that plane.
This next one is called Soulless Frames. We just wrote it yesterday. So.
Arcade 88, live in the Asylum Ballroom. We'll be right back, you guys. More with Arcade 88 right here on Black Dot Radio. Y'all stay tuned. Live on Q4. ECP the Radio Menace. I just want to give a special shout out to Arcade 88. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with us. Once again, let us know where we can find your music and everything. You got a show coming up again. Let us know about the show and your music.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, once again, you guys can find us on Facebook or Bandcamp, Arcade 88.
It's facebook.com/arcade88music and at Bandcamp at arcade88.bandcamp.com. And we have a show July 9th on Sunday at the Q Bar.
This Sunday, yeah, Q Bar.
Q Bar, where's Q Bar again?
Darien, Illinois.
Darien, way out in Darien, Illinois. So if you're out in Darien, or if not, take a caravan and go out there and see Arcade 88. All right? What else she said? Oh, yeah, take an Uber and make somebody some money. I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with us and spending some QT with EP right here on Q4.org and playing the Asylum Ballroom. We appreciate you so much. Continued success, and I hope you guys come back when you're a super huge, famous rock band.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Awesome.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you again for everybody here who's listening, and for all the people at home. Next week, we'll be back with another show right here from the Asylum with comedian Nitra and 1986. Yeah. Stay tuned for that and a whole lot more next week right here on Black Dot Radio. Thank you so much for listening. Remember, whatever you do it in peace. I'm EP the Radio Menace. We'll talk to you next week. I'm out.
Next.